it became not as challenging to sit there and talk about everything. It's sad, you know. It's like, but also like you can't have good without the bad. So I think it's important to have both.
Is the world desensitized? Because you said sometimes a lot of too much self-deprecation in culture. Like,
right.
So when you say the world don't give a fuck about your loneliness, it's almost like, well, you're not receiving that back. That
right.
People
I mean,
really care.
that's not what I want to promote. Is loneliness. You know, I don't like. You know, like, hey man, that's tight. Everyone that likes me go sit in a room for 2 years.
Ray Sean.
Yeah, ROS. I was like, we were on good terms, but you know, I was like, I just wanted that comfort so bad. It was rough. I have a hard time. I don't know how
to. Is that the toughest?
I don't know how to put it into words. You know, how do you put love into words like that?
Did that song help the relationship come to a better understanding?
No, I always think that can fix the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's an issue. I'll make a song. You know, that doesn't work. There's like reality. That moment for me, which was, I think, kind of for the first time, actual fear of that what might actually be on its way to close. You know, which I never thought was a possibility. Yeah, man, it's just like
really popping your collar, man.
Yeah, man. It's okay to feel yourself. Like, that's okay. I think that's an important thing that like, it's good and important to speak on issues, and that happens, and I'll do that. And there's more albums, there's more songs, but I think, you know, the world's fucked up. You know, so everyone making music about how fucked up the world is, it sucks. But I think it's not a bad idea to make some music that empowers people to make them feel like, ooh, I'm the shit. And when they say the words, they're like, I feel good. Like, that's what I want with this album. I want people to listen to the shit, drive in their car, and rap along to it. And when they get done with their drive, they feel like, ooh, I'm kind of killing it right now. Man, love's underrated. I think people think it's like a cheesy, corny thing to always be like loving and like have a positive energy about you. I was one of those people. I was like, man, I'd be so much more interesting if I was like self-destructing all the time and depressed and hated myself. Like, I'm so much more interesting that way and more creative. It's not true. Like, you mean it's just drinking?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But my thing is once I switched to like, I want to try. I've proved to myself that I can be faded all the time, make great music, and make it day to day and carry on. But like, all of a sudden, just being completely clear-headed was like that was the new high.
That was the new adrenaline,
you know what I mean?
Right?
Because it's like, oh wow, like I'm feeling things, and I was kind of scared that I wouldn't be able to create, but I was like, wow, I'm a superhero. You know what I mean? Because I can feel, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is actual real happiness. This is real sadness.
Yeah.
This isn't like, you know, me putting some, going to the pharmacy trying to pick a emotion and put it together. You know, this is like a real, this is the world that I've been hiding from. This is me like channeling that energy. Is like evolving as a human being. Like, that's what sheds, that's what trickles down to everything else that you do. You know, like I could try and evolve as an artist all I want, but if I'm not evolving as a human being first, it's gonna be a disconnect. You know what I mean? Like, I have to grow as and become a better person and become a more well-rounded individual before I can like evolve as any type of artist or whatever.
What did you have to drop out of your life, like the addictions and all the things that you were connected to that was keeping you in a hole? You didn't even realize it. I think first I had to get rid of like a frame of mind that was like that was just negative. You know what I mean? Like, and fear. Fear's a big one. Straight imagination only. Yeah.
You know?
What about people? Did you have to change up the ones that were surrounding you? I mean, did that...
You know what? I have the people in my life are the same people that have been in my life forever. And they...
it was such a positive effect on the people around me, and I didn't realize it, and I didn't realize how substantial that would be just for me to take care of myself, because that's really a thing, you know what I mean? It's people like, you want to take care of those around you, take care of yourself first. You know what I mean? And I'm always like, yeah, right, like that's some bullshit. Like I need to make sure to blase 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 blase. But like in reality, like that, this was it. And it's fear, man. Like you just tackle all of that, and you realize you have nothing to be afraid of. But I had to kind of start changing up maybe different ways I did things, but to have all that space is a pro and a con, depending how you look at it. But it's really just something within myself. That was the thing that initially that I liked for a while. But that's more dangerous than actually LA, is just kind of just sitting there by myself all the time. You know, it becomes like toxic. It started by me just sitting inside all day, and then it's like, then you get bored. Then you're like, well, I could just be high and I could have a whole adventure in this room. I'd rather be the corny white rapper than the drugged out mess who can't even get out of his house. Overdosing is just not cool. There's no legendary romance. You don't go down in history because you overdosed. You just die.